Forza Horizon 4 is the largest Forza world yet, with dozens of races, events, and challenges for you to complete. To that end, here are, in no particular order, 8 tips to help you win any race in Forza Horizon 4. The default camera view, called the Chase Far Cam, arguably offers the best view of the car, but you should consider changing it for more tight and technical tracks so it doesn't become a handicap. The right camera view should allow you to better observe the movement of the car in relation to the road and also how the vehicle responds to your inputs. This should be the first go-to if you're finding a particular track or even just a single turn tricky. It also helps if you're trying out a car that doesn't quite handle the way that you're used to. It's amazing what simply switching from the Chase Far view to the hood camera can do for your driving. Of course, you're the one behind the wheel, so it's up to you. Select whichever camera helps you better understand the track. Maneuverability plays as much a role in winning a race as speed does. Sure, trading paint is fun and frankly inevitable in some races, but slowing down to look for and exploit openings is a much better option. You want to carefully watch the driver ahead of you and try to predict how they're going to turn. How they turn informs what kind of pass you should make, either an inside or an outside pass. Watch their driving line carefully and keep an eye on their speed, like how fast they approach a turn or how and when they slow down. Execute an inside pass when the driver ahead goes too wide on a turn, leaving enough room for you to get through. Stick as close to the apex as you can because then you'll come out of the turn faster. An outside pass is best when your opponent already has the corner but you have a car that can accelerate faster, so get around on the outside and duke it out. Your opponents will be doing this too though, so try not to give them openings during turns. You can block inside passes by going into turns and staying as close to the apex as possible so you have the corner. Block an outside pass by speeding up to stop them getting by you, or just go ahead and swerve and smash into the other car. We've got a whole separate video on how to corner like a pro, but here's the quick and dirty version. The slow in, fast out mantra we're pretty much all familiar with still applies. When approaching turns, decelerate straight into the turn before applying any turn input. You can hit the gas a little to complete the turn, but wait to floor it until you reach the exit. The race line, if you have it turned on, does a great job of letting you know when to slow down and when to speed up. It helps to make your turn input as smooth as possible. How aggressive you are on the wheel depends mostly on the terrain. You'll want slow, smooth motion for paved roads and hard, aggressive turns for dirt and off-road tracks. We've all been in the situation where you're doing one of those races with checkpoints every few meters and you zip through but don't hear that familiar distinct chime, so you just keep driving, pretending like you didn't miss a checkpoint and ignoring the inevitable until you're flashed a checkpoint missed message and have to rewind. If you're having trouble staying on the road to go through checkpoints for whatever reason, just aim for the flags. Driving straight through the flag or even clipping it with the hood or side of your car registers as a pass. Use this newfound knowledge to cut ahead of other cars and execute sweet inside passes, since it keeps you literally as close as it gets to the apex of any turn. You can go off track if necessary, just make sure you clip the flag to get ahead of the carnage. While it may seem smart to pick a car with a good speed rating for a race, it's actually smarter to pick one with a better balance between both speed and acceleration. Acceleration determines how fast a car can reach its top speed, and a car with a high acceleration rating can come out of turns faster and is generally better for making passes. The braking stat is important for cornering well, so keep an eye on that one too. If you're having trouble winning a race, try to figure out exactly what's stopping you from winning. It could be any one of the car's stats such as handling, speed, acceleration, braking, or even the transmission. Most of the time, the weather and terrain will affect the race, so that should also influence your choice of car. If you find yourself in the losing bracket, consider driving to the end of the course regardless so you can understand the track and turns better. Once you finish a couple of races and progress further in the game, it gets a bit tougher to win races with the stock cars in their original tuning. Even purchasing new ones might not be enough. At the above average level, the drivatars are already racing like Dom Toretto, and it can be really hard to catch up to them once you botch a couple of turns if you're driving a slower car. You can either turn down the drivatar difficulty, we won't judge, upgrade your current car, or get a new one and then upgrade it later. If manually tuning everything under your hood seems too daunting, there's an auto upgrade function where you can buy parts and upgrade a vehicle to automatically reach a particular car class. You can also select a car from the garage, head over to upgrades and tuning, and select find new tunes. Select the one that best seems to fit the car and off you go. Note that with some cars you might have to make some trade-offs for higher speed stats, usually weight. Hopefully these tips will get you across the finish line faster. For more on Forza Horizon 4, check out its collection of cars from the James Bond franchise or its awesome Halo-themed mission. For all your other racing and open world needs, you're already on the right track here at IGN.